The Western Cape Blood Service, together with the South African National Blood Service, will host a campaign to collect 5,000 units of blood on Saturday. Stocks are expected to run short leading up to the winter months. Ramadan started on the 11th of March, which also adds additional pressure to the blood stock levels as Muslim donors can't donate during the fast. South African National Blood Service spokesperson Thandi Musupie joins us for more. Thandi, welcome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Masichaba, and thank you for having us.
It sounds like a wonderfully ambitious campaign. Perhaps outline the importance of the blood drive.
Okay, thank you very much. The campaign is actually a bold statement from us together with the Western Cape Blood Service, which is our sister company, in terms of trying to up the numbers of blood collections in preparation for the winter period. You realize that during this time of the year, our stock level starts to plummet as we're getting into the colder months of the year, as less and less people come to present for donation. And the campaign is then to try and assist with that, to get us as South Africans, get the momentum going, get the awareness in terms of increasing awareness and knowledge of blood donation out there. You will realize that, as a country, we've got less than 1% of South Africans that are blood donors. So it's initiatives like these that then get the message out to try and get as many donors, create awareness for as many people that can be able to come and donate.
There's always a shortage of blood. Why is it a matter of urgency now?
There is always a shortage of blood, though it's cyclical. Currently, the emergencies have said we're going towards winter, and we want to make sure that we're getting into that period with enough reserves to carry us through. The demand for blood seems to also be increasing in South Africa from our healthcare practitioners, and therefore we just want to make sure that we are prepared to make sure that there is enough stock when we get to that period of winter. Particularly in the winter month, you will realize that the schools close, and as we do a number of collections through schools, that then means that the number of collection points or where we can then be able to collect blood gets constrained. And therefore, campaigns of this nature will then help us just to make sure that we've got sufficient blood supply.
And how crucial is it that blood reserves are well stocked?
It is crucial that we stock up our blood reserves. Firstly, Masichaba, to avoid what we call cutbacks. So cutbacks is when we've got a high demand but a low supply of blood. So that means that when you go then into the medical facility for whatever procedure that you might be wanting to go in, that's when you will then start realizing the impact of low blood stock levels, because then if your procedure is non-critical, you will then get put at the back of the queue, and only attention will be given to emergency and critical patients. So it is important that we then collect consistently to make sure that everybody that requires blood at any particular time, they are able to be serviced.
All right. And I've donated blood over the years. Well, to be specific, since I was in high school, but we won't talk about how long ago that was. For those of our viewers watching this, what can they expect and how can they ease their nerves ahead of making a donation?
I think one of the things that can ease your nerves in making the donation is that as the South African Blood Service, as well as the Western Cape Blood Service, we value, I think, the uniqueness and diversity of everybody that's coming to donate. So you can rest assured that when you come into our donor sites, or when you go to the shopping centers, as we'll be collecting tomorrow, that you will be met by professional staff that are, trained in terms of customer service, that will make your experience as wonderful and as painless as possible. So that's the first thing. And then secondly, just make sure that when you go and donate, you do meet the minimum criteria of donation, which is between the ages of 16 and 75. You weigh between the ages of 50. You weigh above 50 kgs, and you are in good health to be able to donate. And we always advise that before you come in for a donation, you should have had some sort of a full meal, just to make sure that, as the blood gets drawn after donation, you don't experience adverse effects.
All right. Thank you so much for your time and for the information. That was South African National Blood Service spokesperson, Ms. Thandi Mosupye.